Can't get enough about me. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Gotta move on. Scott Lucas. Home stretch, people. Please have patience. My mom was sent to the mental health hospital in San Luis, and she lived there for years and years. I can vaguely remember visiting her. Nothing much. I remember not liking it. And why would anyone? This is way too weird for a kid to understand in any way. She wrote me letters, which I have no idea where they are, probably around somewhere. I remember her asking if I still liked Knight Rider and Chips. And I remember thinking how stupid it was her asking me this, as I had grown and had no real interest in those shows anymore. That's a pretty darn mean thing to think, especially about one's own mother. Very terrible. Arrangements were made, and she was allowed to come over for at least one Christmas, maybe more. I've got a pretty horrific memory there too, so you've been warned. It was Christmas Eve at my grandparents', and my mom was going to spend the night. I don't remember how I felt. Excited and happy? I hope. I have no clue. Grandpa was on the back deck, barbecuing, and it was nighttime. Christmas lights were on, the back porch light was on. I was in the kitchen with Grandma. She asked me to do something, or get something, or tell someone something, So I went through the living room to the sliding glass door to the outside. Under the porch light, I could see my mom and my grandpa standing there, wrestling with a knife, a carving fork, something. And I saw my mom stab my grandpa. I screamed. I ran back to the kitchen. Mom stabbed Grampy! Mom's killing Grampy! Mom's killing Grampy! Yep, that's real. I ran to my grandma's arms. She was rightfully really confused. She held me and began calming me down immediately. But I would not be calm. Grandpa was dead, and I knew it. My mom just killed him, and I saw it. But that wasn't true. They came back inside, alive and well. Mostly well. My grandpa had a small cut on his hand, and I'm almost positive he explained it to me. My mom wasn't trying to kill him. He had just cut his hand accidentally. Nothing was wrong, and everything was all right. But it wasn't, because there was a struggle out there, and I saw it. Let's do a fun little thing and make some theories. I've got two. One, my mom really did try to stab him. Yikes. Two, my mom wanted to help cook, maybe do something with the steak that was on the barbecue. But my grandpa knew better. He knew his mentally ill daughter shouldn't have sharp things. He didn't trust her with them, so while she wanted to flip the steak, he wanted to stop her. So, he treated my mother, a grown woman, like a child. And she then responded like a child. She fought back and didn't want him to take the sharp thing away. So they struggled over it, and I saw, and I screamed. And somewhere along the way, my grandpa got poked with the tip, and his hand was bleeding from it. Honestly, no one is alive who knows the truth. Try and come up with your own explanation. If you'd like. You can do it. There's almost limitless possibilities. However, I can guarantee you your time would be better spent figuring anything else out about your own life instead. One other time, maybe at Christmas, maybe another time, I can remember my mom trying to run away with me. It sounds weird, but we were at my grandparents' house again, and there was a car in the driveway. One thing led to another, and I was in the car with my mom, and she wanted to drive away. And Grandma and Grandpa were outside, around the car, telling her not to go. Mary Beth, turn off the car. Mrs., take out the keys. I can remember my grandpa saying. And she did. We never went anywhere. This is some pretty sad stuff. I should have supplied tissues.